This is the first day since mid-March that we're allowed to go for a walk in Spain. So this is our first walk in 48 days. So venga, let's go.
Right, so here we are.
So it's a beautiful day, Yoly. Our first walk in 48 days. How does it feel?
It feels surreal. It feels, well, the streets are not empty.
Yeah.
So it's very, very different from the life we've had in the first few weeks, right?
Yeah, I feel a bit silly with the camera. Like, we're so excited. People don't know we have a YouTube channel, so we're so excited that we're just like filming it like crazy people.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
There's a lot of people.
Okay.
There's a lot of people out. They have masks, there's music playing. Our neighbors who are older went out, saw that there was so many people and went back inside.
Right back
They said
in.
it was too risky.
Yeah.
We're allowed to go for a walk from, what time is it? 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
And from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
It's 8 p.m. right now. We've just done the clapping for the health workers, and now we're out. And this will be our first video ever done with masks on the entire time.
And get ready for more.
So I'd say about 50% of the people are wearing masks, maybe a little bit more. It's not required in Spain, it's recommended.
Recommended, yeah.
All right, required on public transport soon, right? From Monday.
Soon, yeah.
We think this is actually busier than a normal Sunday.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, you would say so?
Way busier, yeah. It's a Saturday, by the way.
Oh, it's today Saturday? I don't even know what. You lose the sense of time when in lockdown. So today's Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
And everybody's out for a walk. We have 3 hours to make the most of it. So with so many people, it does kind of make it difficult to keep the 2 meter, 1.5 to 2 meters security, safety distance. But so Yoly's main concern is what?
That I am a very smiley person, and I'm, smiling pretty much, I don't know, like 80% of the time maybe. And now you can't tell really.
Are you smiling right now, or are you angry? Are you angry with me?
Yeah, I'm angry all the time, but
She's
smiling
really,
too.
Yoly's very angry right now. So you can see it in her eyes. So you'll see behind us Lastra, one of our favorite bars. You will have seen it in the videos, obviously closed right now. From Monday, these bars will be able to offer, or tapas bars will be able to offer food for takeaway. Now, I don't know if I want to get takeaway food from a tapas bar, apart from supporting it. It's like part of the fun is eating it in the tapas bar. Obviously, it might be a way to support them, but food never tastes good when it's taken away unless it's pizza or curry. If we go on from phase 0 to phase 1, which might be in about 2 weeks or so time, then these places will be able to open their terraza. So Lastra has a terrace, and they'll be able to open up to 30%. So that would be lovely to come down, and hopefully we get to 2 weeks. It will depend on whether the infection rate stays low, whether they move over to phase 1. I made a video the other day all about these phases, but effectively we're going into the 3-stage de-escalation. It's going to be pretty complicated for a lot of these tapas bars. In some ways, some of them might have already failed and already gone under, but we just don't know because they're effectively sealed. They can't close, they can't even get in to close, if you know what I mean. So hopefully we don't lose too many.
Yeah.
So normally Lastra's terrace is here, and it has about 3 tables. So 30% is 1 table. So literally, Lastra will have a table for 2 if it's, in phase 1 of the de-escalation. And they're not going to pay a chef and pay waiters to serve 2 people. So a lot of the challenges with these terraces that are going to open up, it's like, can you actually earn enough money by opening your tapas bar if you can only open your terrace for 30% of the people? So we might find that some places simply won't open because they can't afford to pay the staff and do that. You and me, Yoly, dinner for 2.
Yeah. Romantic dinner at Lastra.
Let's call now and book the 1 table for that night. Mask fashion, I mean, that's what's coming next, right?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, look at mine.
Polka dots.
Homemade.
Homemade. This is homemade. Yoly made this.
Yeah, until the good ones
I feel a bit like I have a diaper on my face. A nappy.
Didn't I tell you?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm smiling again now. I'm laughing. Just in case that's not clear. But Yoly's still frowning, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's so upset. So upset.
Okay.
I'm going to sneeze in the mask. What do I do?
Oh, just do it.
It's like suddenly does not compute. How do you sneeze in your mask? Wow, there's a lot of people up here. This is some serious lack of 2 meter action coming up. So walking out now, having not been able to walk with Yoly for 48 days, I was wondering what it would be like. Would it be like, oh my God, this is so weird. This is bizarre. And it is a bit bizarre because we're all walking around wearing masks. Is it bizarre for you?
Yes, very much. Yeah, feels like a festivity, like as if we were going to Serra to do like the you know, the Chinese festivities.
It doesn't feel that weird to me. I guess it feels a little bit weird today, but I can see how we adapt as humans to what a new normal is very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's been a lot of gains for the environment in this time. Madrid's pollution has dropped away. And there's been a lot of statements like, you know, we have to learn the lessons from this and care for the environment more. And I wonder if we'll just kind of go back to our old ways as humans, for good and for bad.
Yeah.
What will be the change? So the Madrid River, which I love, is a park area, and we're not allowed in parks yet. Part of that might be so that people, you know, a big Spanish tradition, if you go to a park, is to hang out, you know, maybe for young people to have some drinks with friends. And so part of keeping the parks closed, I guess, is to keep us walking, right?
Yeah, I reckon, yeah.
Keep us on the move.
Yeah. To avoid gathering.
To avoid gatherings.
Yeah.
But there are people in the park, which I think is illegal. Apparently they've already cleared the park this morning,
This morning, yeah. So they'll have to be back now.
The parks are being invaded, even though they're closed. We did just walk past a bar, this guy behind us, which I'd always kind of wanted to feature, and I thought it was sort of interesting and kind of weird. It's called Bar Oliva, and it's run by a Chinese guy who is pro-Franco, effectively like a fascist. He's called El Chino Facha, and he runs this bar, and he has Franco and dictatorship kind of symbols all over the wall, and his son is called Franco Chen. Maybe we'll get in there one day when they open. He has a terrace, so 30%.
Lucky
30%.
boy.
Table for two, please, Franco. That's very Saturday Night Live, right? Table for two, please, Franco. So peering through the windows, I can see some Franco pictures in there. So Yoly, you were just saying that if we weren't filming a video, that you would go home.
I would not be walking around. No, there's just too many people. It doesn't feel safe. I feel a certain danger, and
because you're concerned somebody would cough on you or sneeze on you, or what is it?
Yeah, totally. Or maybe I'm infected and I'm infecting people. You know, it's it goes two ways, right? Or choose to walk on smaller streets that wouldn't be as busy.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying by my side, Yoly,
darling,
despite the danger.
This is how committed I am to you and you guys.
She's frowning now. I'm laughing though. I'm laughing, don't worry.
I'm frowning but chuckling.
Yeah. So we have the homemade masks, but we don't have the good masks. Yoly knows a lot more about masks than I. The blue ones are apparently crap.
Yeah, the blue ones are really, they don't really protect you or anyone. So.
And the 3M ones with the filter?
The 3M ones with the filter mean that you are protected from someone, but if you are infected, you can infect people because, well, not a filter, a valve, right?
Valve, I'm not sure. I've just seen them.
So if it has a valve on, that means that if you cough and you're infected, it's gonna just go through. And you can infect someone.
So there's like a pointy one that we've ordered some, or we are ordering some, but
the website collapsed.
We're still back with our diapers and our nappies and our diaper nappy. I'm using both words just to kind of cover all the different viewers from around
the whole
world.
The good one is called FFP2.
FFP2.
Withoutable.
I think she's got one over there. It's like the haves and the have-nots, man. Mask envy. And then you can see some people who kind of just are wearing their mask like almost like it's like their cap on backwards. And they're just like, they've got a mask, but they've just got it pulled down. And they're just walking around. Just
or on their foreheads.
Yeah, or on their chin. We've both noticed that we've become extremely hungry.
So hungry. I haven't been this hungry in weeks and weeks.
And it's the walking, it's the exercise.
Also, I haven't really thought about bars. Like, I haven't really missed bars, but now that we're walking around, I'm like, I could have a caña and eat a tapa.
I'd love a plate of I'd love a plate of bravas right now. Try and say that really fast. I'd love a plate of bravas right now. I'd love a plate of blavas right now.
So yeah, 3 times.
Obviously, masks are recommended and pretty much obligatory in terms of socially doing the right thing. What about if you're jogging? I plan to be jogging. Do I wear a mask? I mean, I don't know if I can jog with this on.
Yeah, I've seen photos of people doing it. I've seen a lot of people not wearing a mask.
Is there a jogging mask? I can't jog with the diaper on my face. Flying all the bars that we need to check out when they open. Delphine, the Dolphin Tavern. Another discovery. This place looks super authentic and cool. Let's get closer. Oh, wow. Got the old school floor. You can't see anything in there, guys, probably. Yeah. This place is cool. I can't tell if it closed down 3 years ago or 6 weeks ago. But I think it's got the plancha behind the bar. It's got the stainless steel bar top, beautiful old sort of 60s tiled floor.
Nice.
Apuntado. We have to come back here, Yoly. Hopefully it makes it.
It could be too authentic.
What does that mean?
Too authentic. Too authentic is dangerously authentic. Maybe the product is off.
I didn't hear that. The words got caught in your mask.
maybe the products are off. Maybe they don't really give you fresh food, or
What is
hard to
that?
tell. There's someone doing a protest against the government, probably.
So there's a Spanish concept called
Cacerolada.
cacerolada, which is like banging pots and pans and protest. So they're currently protesting. It must be what time is it? 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock, yeah.
9 o'clock protest.
Against someone, I don't know exactly whom.
There we
today.
go. They're protesting. I hope it's not against the guy with the camera, the YouTuber.
Go home, YouTuber.
So yeah, tensions already. And we're half a day into
Yeah.
de-lockdown.
Well, there's been tensions all throughout.
That's true, but we haven't been able to see them in the
Yeah,
same way.
there's been a lot of, policing from balconies.
That's true. Yeah, well, tell us about that.
Just people sort of, looking out from the balconies or the windows and telling the people that were in the streets,
You shouldn't be
telling
there.
them off, you shouldn't be there.
Which in some cases they needed to be
of
there.
course, I mean, there's been like, children maybe that actually are autistic and they
Yeah.
need their walk. And so
Yeah.
maybe they were there with their carer or their parent.
Yeah.
And people were just telling them off, which isn't so great.
I just saw another good mask.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
obsessed
that's a
with the good
one.
mask now.
No, but that one had a valve, right?
I saw a Pico one.
Pico.
Looks like a masquerade party from like 18th century Italy. You know, where they have like the bird's beak, eyes wide shut.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So suddenly Yoly thought that this was a cacerolada for nationalism, like an extreme right-wing one.
Yeah, because I remembered this little sign that I got recently, and I was like, oh, it's actually this one, but no, this one was at 7 p.m.
Turns out the nationalist one was at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Then
Health
there
workers
was-
at 8 p.m. Do you have to book ahead? What, the hours? Because all 24 are used up. For those of you learning Spanish, you just learned a great word, cacerolada. Very hard to say, especially with a mask half in your mouth. But,
Vox apoya una cacerolada contra el gobierno hoy a las 9. That was today.
there was another one at 9.
No,
which-
so this was it.
so we had a nationalist
No,
one at
hang
7.
on. So only Vox supported it, but it was just against the government in general,
Okay.
I think.
What's happening at 10? I don't know. There's another one at 10.
We're going home,
Yeah.
I think.
So all the parks currently are closed off with tape showing that you can't go in. There's a certain joy that things are opening up and we can go for a walk, but there's also that sadness that is this what it is with masks on and can't touch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're looking through glass at the world, but you can't kind of interact with it properly. It's all very tentative and obviously necessary, but it's very strange, but it's nice to be out. So I just wanted to point out Madrid River. I've never actually made a video showing the beautiful river, and it's an interesting river. I feel like I'm in some David Attenborough documentary. It's an interesting river. But you'll notice how it doesn't have much water in it, and there's a lot of jokes about Madrid's river. Alexandre Dumas came here and he said he couldn't find it, and that was a joke. There's another bridge along here which was built in the 16th century, I think. Lope de Vega, a very famous playwright from that era, said Madrid should either sell the bridge or buy a river. So there's a lot of jokes, but I love it, the way there's plants growing up through it, and it changes daily. It's not just a constant flow of water. Sometimes got trees growing up it and plants. It's funny where you see couples where he's got a mask on and she hasn't, or the other way around, and you're like, is there tension there? Like, did they discuss that? Is it like one of them's like, I'm not putting on the bloody mask, and the other one's like, put on the mask? I wonder how that works. Or then you've got couples where neither have got a mask on, and then you've got couples, obviously, where both have got a mask on, which is our case. There's such a range. Tell you what, guys, I could kill a plate of bravas right now. Some gambas al ajillo
And a vermouth.
and a vermouth. More in a white wine kind of mood, I
Okay.
think. Yeah,
Vermouth
glass
for
of
me.
cava, vermouth. What do you guys feel like? Let's dream together. Looking forward to that table for one. Lustra might become 100 euros for dinner there instead of 10.
Yeah. Michelin star. I mean, the quality of the food is.
And then you have the couples where they're both wearing homemade masks.
Like us. I
Now
think
that's-
we are the only ones, probably. Of all the
What
good
kind of
things.
couple are you guys? I know there's a lot of couples that watch this channel. Are you double mask, single mask, no mask, double homemade mask? Let us know. All this talk of bravas and gambas al ajillo, and I'm starting to drool in my mask. I don't know how to sneeze with a mask. I don't know how to drool with a mask. Any tips, guys, for sneezing and drooling? And through the mask, I just got that whiff of sewage that you get in Madrid when the heat comes.
I got it too, yeah.
It smells wonderful.
It smells of summer.
Smells
at
of
least.
summer. Sewage. This area right here, this huge space, Normally it has 4 bars along here, so there's massive amounts of terraces.
Very
So
popular, so many people.
even
Usually.
30% is going to be real. So I look forward to maybe in 2 weeks, if all goes well, we can sit in this terrace and have a drink.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
We're going to go nuts. But with a safe distance between us and everyone else. And
Always.
hang on, how do we drink a caña with the mask on?
We'll
Do
make
you
a
take
hole
it down?
in it.
You make a hole in your mask? Let us know. All right. Lovely seeing you guys. I am smiling now.
Ciao.
I'm smiling and I'm giving kisses.
Me too.
Ciao.